Welcome back to Crusader Kings 3 and welcome back to the Kingdom of Alba. It feels weird to say, doesn't it? If you haven't watched last episode, we lost Ireland. My cousin is now the Queen of Ireland after we had a faction rise up against us. Of course, our goal will be to take back Ireland eventually. However, I don't think it's going to be anytime soon because we're 150 gold in the hole, which means we can't declare war because we're bankrupt. So we're going to have to wait for that to settle down. We also can't improve any of our cities either to increase this gold. So we're in a bit of a situation. What we can do though is go ahead and hold court. Oh, the throne room's actually changed. That's interesting. I like that a lot. It really does feel like we've moved now. But let's go ahead and hold court today. I think it would be a good time to listen to what my vassals have to say and really try and plan what's next for the Kingdom of Alba. We really do need to take back Ireland at some point. Sitting on my throne, I gesture for my guards to open the doors of the hall. A stream of people file in, some lining up in front of my throne whilst others move out of the way so they can simply observe the proceedings. After several moments, all movement in the chamber has ceased. All the faces turn towards mine expectantly. In front of me, I count 3 petitioners lined up in an orderly row, waiting for me to call on them. So let's go ahead and gesture for the first in line to approach. And I just realised, there's my new wife there. She gave us the alliance with the Byzantine Empire. Definitely came in handy for us there. So let's go ahead and listen to our first petitioner. A lot of people here waiting for us today. I am faced with Slabine Maximoson Egenact Rifleland, my grandson. What a name. Sad eyes, which grow larger and more pitiful as his mother Sicily gently ushers him towards my throne. King, she laments, the boy has been at your court with no one else to watch over him since the disappearance of his dear mama. Please look to his future. Wait, you're his mum. No? What do you mean his mum's disappeared? He is my own blood after all. He's your blood as well. What? Everyone thinks I'm crazy. Maybe I am going crazy. Who knows? No fear, I shall raise the boy myself. He becomes my ward. I think so, yes. I mean, he is my grandson. He's the son of my heir after all, right? Yeah, his father is Maximus. So yes, I will raise the boy myself. No idea what kind of trick she's trying to play on me, but nevertheless, I won't let it affect the boy. 2 of my vassals are pushing one another and jostling to reach my throne first. Reeve Elfrida bows before me, my lord. Murder is wanton in the city streets throughout the Kingdom of Alba. It would be civilizing if we instituted a ban on townspeople bearing arms, at least within city limits. Princess Bridget kicks her out of the way. Safety is each man learning to protect himself. Banning carry of weaponry will castrate for townspeople. Bridget is my aunt. She's looking old, isn't she? Now we can't pick this one because we're sadistic and we're also a legendary blade master. Whoa, when did we get that? Really? We're a legendary... I completely missed this. Okay, we're a legendary blade master. Yes. Let's keep our swords then, lest our realm weaken. I think that's fitting. If we're a legendary blade master, I believe in the blade, and I think the blade can protect us. So we gain open weapon carry permitted for 50 years. That gives us some popular opinion. Princess Bridget also gains some opinion of us, and these 2 also become vassals. You're 33. You don't look 33. Your portrait almost looks like a child. Let's keep our swords lest our realm weaken. We can't be letting our realm weaken any more than it already has. My lord, this is outrageous. An agitated Mayor Kuchen Mafer stands before my throne. The body of my poor daughter, the recently deceased Caitlin, has been violated by that fiend you keep as your court physician, Elfsiege. That vile monster has tampered with the corpse, using it to practice his obscure knowledge and leaving it disfigured and defaced. Please, he can't go unpunished. Of course, Elfsiege looks appropriately offended by the accusations. I have no idea what the man is talking about, my lord. You're my vassal and knight. You're loyal. Diligent, wrathful, and brave. You're my physician. You are trusting. He is a good physician, isn't he? Hmm. I think I do trust him, though. He's trusting, impatient, he's generous. Let's see. Quick to place his faith in others, thinks that most things should happen fast. Ideally, they should happen now. And acts of benevolence and charity are no strangers. He doesn't sound like half of a bad person. So, slander, I trust my physician. And in fact, we just made a friend. Our physician now likes us quite a lot. As the last petitioner departs, various courtiers follow them out of the room, having business to attend elsewhere. Others remain, talking amongst themselves about the recent proceedings. Soon the ceremonial formality of the proceedings has dropped away entirely, with the hum and bustle of normal courtly life taking its place. My business here is done. Indeed it is. Right, let's jump back to the campaign map. And let's jump back into the Kingdom of Alba. I think, yeah, grant rightful vassals to liege. Let's go ahead and transfer some vassals over, just so our current vassals don't hate us more than they already do. We're in a dangerous situation here. Do we have any factions? We do. Want independence from their liege. You're my prisoner, right? You are. You want independence? I'm gonna torture you until you don't want independence. Oh, being sadistic is so fun. Oh dear, I love video games. Right, do we have any new decisions now then? I don't think so. I don't think becoming Alba has given us any new special decisions. We still need to found a witch coven at some point. Only 5.4% of my house are witches. I don't think there's anyone else I can convert. Ah, my grandson, we can probably convert him. Let's go ahead and convert him to witchcraft because he's now an adult. I do like the sound of that a lot. What are we currently doing here? Okay, we're swaying him. Right, let's go ahead and leave that. We're not doing any hostile schemes, though, are we? Our marshal doesn't like us too much. We probably need to go ahead and address that at some point. But let's go ahead and unpause. What we got to do now, really, is wait until we get ourselves out of debt before we can consider trying to take back the Kingdom of Ireland. These rats might seem shy, I say as I strap the bucket to Ben Moomin's exposed chest. But once it gets warm in there, they will do anything to escape. Luckily for them, their teeth are very sharp. She pleads for mercy as I reach for the glowing coals. I could listen to her screams for hours. We will go ahead. Oh, she's going to get critical stress as well. Oh dear. I don't think she's doing so well. We could go on a pilgrimage. Well, we can't really because we're quite poor, aren't we? We could ransom her. Yeah, she doesn't have enough gold. Ah, yeah, remember, we're waiting for her gold to pick up. So we're going to torture her until she gains enough gold. If we go to my prisoners... Oh, hello. You're my prisoner as well? What's your stress level like? Can I see her stress level? I don't think I can, right? She's wounded. She's a flagellant. Major penalty to health. You're only in house arrest, though. You should think yourself lucky. Yeah, I don't think I can see her stress level. Where does it show my stress level on the screen? I don't think so. Ah, no, it does. It shows it there. Okay, yeah, she doesn't have one. Right. Let's go ahead and torture this. We've already tortured her in the last 5 years. Sad times. Greetings, my implacable liege. I have arrived in Lancaster to pay homage to you, glorious High King, as a show of my loyalty. So Duke Debkin here. He's an Irish Orthodox. He's also Anglo-Irish. Very nice. I hope my pledge of submission alone is evidence enough of my honour. Let's go ahead and show him in at once. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Duke Debkin, who is soon announced and ushered before me. He kneels in deference, offering nothing but his oath to faithfully serve as a vassal of the kingdom. At last I bid the Duke arise, confirming my satisfaction and Dubkin's rights to the lands he rules in my stead. Serve me well, Duke Dubkin. So again, we gain some prestige and some renown there. That's all good stuff, of course. That does contribute to everything. And we have now become the dynasty head again. I think that's because we've gained a bit more power. So that's all looking nice there. Sadly, one of my prisoners just died, though. Ah, what's this? I settle into my bed as snug and comfortable as a babe, betwixt its mother's breasts, but right as my heavy eyes at last close for some rest, I shoot up in my bed as I see a figure sit down beside me. To my horror, it is none other than my deceased friend. Yeah. Christ so gone. Oh, that's a bad joke, no. She was my ex-wife, right? I think so. She callously cackles at me as I shriek in horror. Come now, Fursu. Is there any way to greet an old friend? I come to you with a warning. You are the reason Mormer is now in heaven. Was slain in battle by us. Okay, we killed him in battle. You must repent for what you have done. I learned the hard way that every sin we commit incurs a debt to God, my friend, and he is not forgiven of his debtors. So we could repent whatever it takes. Or I could say, I am clearly hallucinating. Begone, spirit. Now, because this is a learning challenge, and we are a man of learning, so I feel like this is the right thing to do. So I'm clearly hallucinating, Begone Spirit. We are a well-learned man here, at 40 learning, so I think we are wise enough to know that we are hallucinating, and that it's not really a girl's family members can get married, however, we can't actually initiate that, sadly. Do we have any peace treaties at the moment? We do, only for 3 years, and England for 2 years. So that's good news, at least. So we could take back Ireland. Do we have a claim on the Kingdom of Ireland? We do. So that's also good as well. And the Irish Insularist... Wait, the Irish Insularist Popularists have disbanded. So that's also helping us out there as well. That's good news, for sure. We are in line to inherit titles. First in line for the Kingdom of Ireland. Ah, is that so? That's not high enough chance, and we don't have the gold to pay for it. But it doesn't give us stress, so it kind of is within our... I guess it is within our character's traits that we could do that, maybe. We'll have to be patient, though, and just wait for war. Few knights as well. There's nothing we can really do about that either. I mean, we do have 9 knights. They're not very good, though, are they? That's a problem. But we do have the Byzantines as an allies, so that kind of makes up for that, I guess. There was a commotion among the children today. Merku was attempting to preach among his fellow youngsters and became the target of a small fight. Slabine intervened and did what he could to protect him. Never back down from a challenge, Slabine. So Slabine keeps the brave trait. And there we go, my grandson. You're learning from the best here. Go on and be brave. Who's fighting Sweden? Maybe we could fight Sweden, actually. They do have some kind of allies, but we have much more. And there we go, some more factions also disbanding here. So now we just have the Gaelic Catholic Popularists. Things are looking a bit smoother. But first, the latest work of my kinsman, Earl yes, has become all the rage at court of late. The piece deals with memory and what we leave behind, and Kefka has publicly dedicated it to me. Oh, how nice. Thank you. A lament for the king. Men need not fear as lives depart, provided they leave behind them art, and hope only for memory's grace, so that the whole world remembers their face. So far I've kept the thoughts to myself, but the buzz has grown too dramatic to ignore for much longer. I can see that this is truly heartfelt. Yeah, I do think that is heartfelt, so let's go ahead with that one. We also gain a tiny little bit of piety as well, which is probably good, because then we can spend that on torturing our prisoners a bit more. I like the sound of this. How much gold do you have now? 0. She doesn't have any land anymore, even. Oh, no. I guess we're just going to keep her to imprison her, to torture. I watch the sleeping shape of Sean while I send a quick prayer to the horned god. As soon as the last whispered word passed my lips, he stirs, as if his subconscious mind has waited for this moment. When I step out of the shadows and offer Sean his blessing, there is no fear or hesitation in his eyes. No, his acceptance is wholehearted and hungry. Now I can finally show him my true self. There we go, so another witch in the family. And Slabine has actually increased his learning by 1. That's nice to see. Okay, do we have anyone else we can turn into a witch? How old are you? You're 20. Let's go ahead and convert you into a witch as well. Oh, wrong menu. There we go. 95% chance for that one. We really want to go ahead and found this witch cavern. Oh, new factions. So what's this? The Gaelic Irish Insularist Populists have risen, as have the Gaelic Insular Popularists as well. So we're going to have to go ahead and deal with them maybe in the future. I don't think we have to worry about them anytime soon, though. They don't seem to have many followers, at least. And we have increased our Royal Court Grandeur as well to level 4. So at least our Royal Court is doing okay there. We're still 106 gold in the whole, though. Oh, it's not good. We don't really have any decisions to gain gold too fast either, do we? Let's see, we could scrape the barrel. We'll recruit a low, but no. There's not really anything here that could gain us a lot of gold quickly. So we're just going to have to be patient. More than anything, my quest to be a learned man is teaching me how much I do not yet know. What more, there must be so much knowledge that has been lost to the ages. As books fall apart, all languages are forgotten. Perhaps I could contribute by making a new translation of one of the classic works. Although, what would I even translate? The Court of Agriculture. Or Instructions on Alchemy in the Lanterns of Wisdom. That one definitely has a cooler name. Either way, we get +1 learning. Let's do the Instructions on Alchemy in the Lanterns of Wisdom. That does make us sound impressive, does it? Sadly, my friend Princess Bridget, also my aunt, has actually just died. So we've gained some stress there. And now we also do need a new Chancellor. Oh dear. My court physician, knight and friend could become my Chancellor. Or my powerful vassal here. If I make her my Chancellor, that would probably help with the opinion. She's also sadistic, so I feel like we might get on. She's also a drunk. My friend is already my court physician and knight. Let's go ahead and give it to my vassal, just so she likes me. There we go, back up to 47. And she's terrified of me, so I don't think she's going to try anything anytime soon, which is good there. Now, one thing we could do is swap my wife over to manage domain. Maybe that can help us earn a little bit of extra gold. Not much, though, is it? It's fine, though. Realm will lose land when vassals die. Oh, dear. It's fine. We'll handle all of this. Let's go ahead and get a nicer look here of the land as we unpause and wait for some more events to happen. My translation of the Lanterns of Wisdom is coming along, but one section in the version I am copying from gives me pause. My scribes insist that the word on the page mean, as we hold 2 feet and spirit rising edges of hunter. That cannot be right, can it? Now, because we are a scholar, we can handle it ourselves, and the translation quality will improve significantly. The meaning is obvious. Let me handle this. Yes, I think I know what I'm doing here. I have even more learning than my archbishop, actually. More than double. What's this? Holding a fair game motivated worker for 10 years. Minus 15% building construction time. Thanks to my wife there. That's nice to see. A specific phrase from the Lanterns of Wisdom has been frustrating my translation effort for days. I have even started muttering it to myself sometimes. Still struggling with that one, are you? My archbishop hefts a weighty old tome. One simply needs to know where to look. So I could ask her to help me uncover this. Yes, why not? Let's go ahead and ask her to help us uncover it. And we do actually have a new learning perk as well. We could get whole of body. That gives us a medium health boost, and also minus 20% stress gain is quite good. Know yourself, know your limitations, and know the full extent of your reach. So let's go ahead and get whole of body. We should actually be, we go ahead and look at our health. Our health is fine, we're 62, and we're still in very good health. Wow, very nice. Family members can get married again. Sean, your father is Maximus. You're his oldest son, so Sean one day will be king. So I think here, we might not need to worry about an alliance right now, but what we might do is try and find him a good wife. to help in the future. Maybe... she's intelligent. How old are you? Short 21. Maybe someone a bit closer to your age. Oh, what about her? She's a genius. Vanna Merker here. She is 30 though. So that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? What about you? She's Amazonian. She's 29 though. I do wonder what I might also do. If we go to religion, could we find someone who's Irish Orthodox? Maybe. Yeah, you're 43. What we could do is maybe sort by age. So we just go up here a little bit. Somewhere around here would be good. So she's quick. You have a stutter. Do we go hail? Prowess and health boost is nice. Or we could go for quick. Let's see, what traits do you have? You're content, gluttonous, and deceitful. So you don't like honest, you don't like temperate. Okay. Are you any of those? You're zealous, craven, and stubborn. Let's go ahead and marry Arana to our grandson here. She is quick, so maybe they can get off some good children there. And let's go ahead and do that. What about my granddaughter, Gunhilda? What we might do here is just marry for alliance power, but matrilineal. Get matrilineal. He's a member of my dynasty, isn't he? Yes. If we can do something like this. How old are you? 19, 29, not too bad. This is Sutherland. Maybe we could do something like this. That should be fine. Let's go ahead and marry them off. And then what about you? Who's your father? I think you were... You're my third son. Okay. Now what we're going to do here then is also find you a wife with good traits as well. Like her, she's robust. Although I would like, let's go religion, Irish Orthodox maybe. Maybe you can marry her, she's intelligent. There we go. We'll go ahead and get that marriage off. Let's go ahead and celebrate with some weddings. To the implacable hiking first of Valba, I gladly accept your marriage proposal. Your grandson Chu Chan and my daughter Ermotred will be joined in holy matrimony. May their union bring happiness and fulfillment. Excellent. The others should also send in their stuff as well. We do gain a new alliance because of that too. And it seems like the Gaelic Catholic populacists have disbanded, so we no longer have to worry about them. I watch the sleeping shape of Abraham while I send a quick prayer to the horned god. As soon as the last whispered word passed my lips, he stirs as if his subconscious mind has waited for this moment. Whilst I step out of the shadows and offer Abraham his blessing, there is no fear or hesitation in his eyes. No, his acceptance is wholehearted and hungry. Now I can finally show him my true self. Very nice. So we have another house member who is now a witch. I think you're too young to convert. Yes. So what we might do... Haha, you're old enough. Let's go ahead and convert you to witchcraft. There we go. We're slowly converting everyone here. What does that bring us to? Oh, first, one of my servants approaches me holding my Bilger sword in his hands. My liege, while I was cleaning the armory, I noticed that this here weapon has rusted away to almost nothing. What should we do with it? I looked the weapon over. While no amount of reforging could ever make it battle-worthy again, it would be possible to clean it up and preserve it for display at only a marginal cost. We don't have 50 gold, 5 gold to spend. Unfortunately, it's too expensive. And we are just going to have to let it rust away here. Now, we found a witch cavern. We're at 11%. We need to get to 60%. So we're still working on it. Could we convert my ward here? Is there any way I can convert him to witchcraft? I don't think so. I have to find a coven first, don't I? I find myself working on a translation of the Lanterns of the Wisdom for hours under the flickering light of a candle. Often I will barely notice time passing. My scribe reminds me, however, "My lord, it must be past midnight by now. It is not time to rest. You can keep You can all keep working while I rest. Yes, some sleep would do us all good. This improves the translation quality, so let's go ahead and get some rest, and that way the overall book can be better at the end of it. I think that's a smart idea for sure. We can still go on a pilgrimage. Slabine also gains another learning. He must be doing pretty good right now, already up to 6 learning. That's nice to see. And King Radu has died, the King of Serbia. So we're gaining some more stress there. Oh dear. Can I torture you yet? I can't. Do you have any gold? You don't. When can we torture you? 998. Still a while. We might actually become stressed here. Right. Let's go ahead and marry off these guys. There we go. Because that betrothal has now reached its date. We're still minus 64 gold. We are recovering though. I think we'll be fine. The war for Sweden looks like it's going against Sweden. There's also a war in England. Which war is this? I think Mercia. They're planning to overthrow the King of England. Okay. Looks like England's going through a similar issue that we had. My translation of the Lanterns of Wisdom finally stands complete. My words rest on beautifully illuminated pages, all protected by a lavish cover, as befits the work's importance. The tome has taken the pride of place in my library, and every priest who reads it is mightily impressed by my efforts. Some are already speaking of making copies of their own. The effort has taught me so much. So we gain extra piety and prestige. As clergy opinion, we get a new perk. And +1 learning. Wow, this effort has taught me so much. Unfortunately, no gold though. If only we could have sold it. Right, let's keep on going down the theologian trait. Religious relations efficiency +20%. Why not? Is there any gold stuff down here? I don't think so. What about theologian? No. If only we could ask our head of faith for gold. Do we have a head of faith? We don't even have a head of faith. So we can't ask head of faith for gold. And we don't have a holy site to create the head of faith either. Oh dear. It's fine. We are recovering. All is good in the Kingdom of Alba. I think in the next episode we might even be able to declare war against Ireland again. They don't have... In fact, they're even losing this war. They're actually... at war with Sweden. Sweden are moving in to take Desmond. That's my homeland. That's where our family originated from. Gunhilda stirs from sleep as I climb through her window. Who goes there? She demands with an unsteady voice. My name is not relevant. I am here in the service of the Horned God. Gunhilda scrambles out of bed, reaching for something on her bedside table. Probably nothing good. I want nothing to do with your lies. Begone, demon. Gunhilda shouts, and I am not slow to obey. So unfortunately, she doesn't convert to witchcraft. However, look at this. Our wife just gained us 80 gold. We can go to war. Oh, that's beautiful. Right. Before we do any war declaring, what we need to do is find another family member to convert to witchcraft. He's only 16. I don't think anyone else qualifies. Have I already converted you? I haven't. Let's go ahead and convert this son to witchcraft then. And then what I might also do we still have a truce with Ireland? We do, for another 4 months. So let's go ahead and unpause the game. And I think at the beginning of March, we could even declare war against Ireland for the Kingdom of Ireland and take back the crown, which is rightfully ours. I think that sounds like a good plan there. But first, apparently Leofaru spit in my grandson Slabine's food during dinner a few nights ago. Oh dear. Who are you? No idea. It seems as if Slabine is trying to tire Leofra out by not reacting to her bullying, no matter how many times Leofra calls him a knave or slaps him across the cheek. So we just ignore it and she would grow bored, and he gains the trait calm. So he would be brave, but calm. Yeah. Just ignore it and be patient, my grandson. That will all be fine. Right, I think we're going to leave it there for today because we just reached 30 minutes. However, at the beginning of the next episode, I think it's time to take back what's ours, and that would be the Kingdom of Ireland. We have the allies we need, and they do not. So I think it would be a very easy war, and then we can move back home to Dublin. But yeah, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. A nice slower episode there as the Kingdom of Alba, as we had to recover from debt. But I will be back on... What day is it today? Friday. So I'll be back on Sunday with the War for Ireland. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.